Nationwide have a first-time buyer help in hand mortgage. So they claim that clients who are first-time buyers in their definition can get enhanced affordability. So this is an email I received from Nationwide today as of the 18th April 2024. So if you're watching this later down the line, this may have changed, but this is as of today. They're saying their help in hand can help first-time buyers potentially borrow up to 20% more, up to 95% loan to value, and across their 5 and 10-year fixed rate mortgages. They'll also enjoy £500 cashback on completion with £500 more for energy efficient homes. So for example, if it's got a energy efficient rating of A and B, you'll get an additional £500 cashback. Now let's see what the actual lending criteria is to qualify for this mortgage. The criteria is all applicants must be first-time buyers. We will dive deeper into exactly what they consider and their definition as a first-time buyer in a second. 5 and 10-year fixed rates only available for loan to values up to 95%. Minimum income is £30,000 sole applicant and £50,000 for joint applicants. All income sources except self-employed can be included. So basically, if you're self-employed, unfortunately, you do not qualify for this mortgage product. The definition by Nationwide for an applicant who is considered a first-time buyer is an applicant who hasn't held a mortgage in the last 3 years. This includes UK and non-UK mortgages, so anywhere in the world. All applicants to the mortgage need to be first-time buyers to qualify for the first-time buyer product and discounts. So just to confirm, you will be considered a first-time buyer. Just say you owned the property over 3 years ago and currently you own no properties and have no mortgages. By Nationwide's definition, you will be considered a first-time buyer and you will qualify for this first-time buyer help in hand product. Now, just say there's a scenario where one of you is a first-time buyer who's never owned a property before, but one of you used to own a property which you sold 2 years ago and you need it to be a joint application. On this basis, you both won't qualify for this help in hand product because one of you is not considered a first time buyer because you owned that property over 2 years ago. So you both need to qualify to be able to qualify for the help in hand product. For this product, Nationwide will not accept applications from the following. So it's self-employed income from any of the applicants. So unfortunately, if you're self-employed, they won't even consider an application from you. In conjunction with any scheme or non-standard home type. So for example, if you're looking at other schemes like the deposit unlock, first homes, shared ownership, something like genuine bargain price or right to buy help, you cannot use this type of mortgage to get a mortgage for using one of these schemes by the bank. Now, what are my thoughts on this? So firstly, locking in for 5 or 10 years as a first-time buyer may not work for you and could work for you. So here there's two typical scenarios. You're a first-time buyer and you want to buy a flat, for example. Now, if you're buying a flat, most likely that may not be your forever home. You may want to look to move in the future because just say you've got no kids at that point and then you're looking to have a family, the space there may not be big enough. And if you've locked in for 5 years, then that could be an issue because there could be early repayment penalties on your mortgage if you decide to sell. So you don't really ideally want that to happen to you. Now, just say you're in a scenario where you're a family and you've got kids and the house that you're going to buy is your forever home. You're never going to move. This is it. This is the final destination. That can work for you because even though the rates may be slightly higher, it's all about getting that property to ensure that you can get home ownership, to call something yours. So you're never going to move. Potentially it could work for you. One thing what I would say is for the help in hand mortgage, the lenders do have a higher internal credit scoring. So you need to make sure your credit is really good. So no late payments, no CCJs, no adverse credit. You want to make sure everything's paid on time. The debts that you've got will be considered as a commitment. So ideally, if you have no debt at point of application, that's going to help enhance your credit score and also help you get approved by the mortgage lender. So my opinion is, yes, it is a good product, which helps people get onto the property ladder, but only it works in certain scenarios. For example, if you can definitely commit yourself to that property for 5 or 10 years. My personal opinion is I don't like the fact that they've discriminated against the self-employed applicants, but unfortunately I'm not the mortgage lender and I don't make rules. Let me know what you think. Do you think the help in hand mortgage is a good potential option for yourself? What are your thoughts on the lending criteria specifically? Let me know in the comments.